Good morning everyone. Yesterday or last video we discussed about the SN1 reaction in achiral alkyl halide. Today we'll discuss about the SN1 reaction in chiral molecule or in chiral alkyl halide. SN1 reaction in chiral tertiary alkyl halide. Okay, this is a one different one. What is the topic? SN1 reaction in chiral tertiary alkyl halide. Today, chiral tertiary alkyl halide. Chiral means carbon which is attached to 4 different groups. It is a tertiary alkyl halide. Tertiary means carbon which is attached to 3 different carbon atoms. 1 R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3. These are the 3 different carbon atoms, different alkyl groups, and here X. This is called chiral tertiary alkyl halide. The alkaline hydrolysis of chiral tertiary alkyl halide in the presence of aqueous potassium hydroxide forms tertiary butyl alcohol racemic mixture. When this molecule reacts with aqueous potassium hydroxide, what happened here? It loses the KX molecule, lose KX, and forms racemic mixture of tertiary butyl alcohol. This is the one molecule and this is the another molecule. Okay, this is the mirror. This is 50%. This is 50%. This is dextro. This is levo. This is D tertiary butyl alcohol. This is L, capital L, tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay, here dextro compound and levo compounds both are formed in equimolar ratio. Okay, an equimolar ratio of 2 enantiomers or 2 optical isomers we called as racemic mixture. We called as racemic mixture. Racemic mixture was formed here. And here, this is the reaction. What is the reaction? When chiral tertiary alkyl halide reacts with aqueous potassium hydroxide, it loses KX and forms dextro tertiary butyl alcohol, levo tertiary butyl alcohol. 50% and 50% we called as racemic mixture. Then see the mechanism for this reaction. Okay, it also involves in 2 steps. One is aqueous potassium hydroxide dissociates into or deionizes into K plus and OH minus. This OH minus ion is nucleophile. Then second step, this is a step 1, this is a step 2. Okay, in step 2, first tertiary alkyl halide lose halide ion or halogen atom. What happened? We get the carbocation. Which carbocation? Tertiary carbocation. This is tertiary carbocation. This is asymmetrical chiral asymmetrical. Okay, asymmetrical tertiary carbocation produced from the chiral alkyl halide. Okay, and this is the planar carbonium ion. Planar carbonium ion. Here, OH minus ion attacks from the front side of the carbonium ion and back side of the carbonium ion. Okay, when it attacks from the front side of the carbonium ion, we will get the dextro molecule. When it attacks from back side of the carbonium ion, we will get the levo tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay, when OH minus ion or nucleophile attacks from front side and back side of the carbonium ion, then form the racemic mixture. Why racemic mixture is formed here? One reason is it is a planar carbonium ion, asymmetrical carbonium ion, and one more reason is OH minus ion attacks from front side and back side of the carbon. So we will get the racemic mixture. Okay, in presence of chiral tertiary alkyl halide, we will get the racemic mixture. Okay, in the presence of a chiral molecule, we get the retention alcohols. Here, racemic mixture of alcohol. Okay, yesterday we discussed SN1 reaction. So last video we discussed about SN1 reaction. We will get the retention product. Okay, here also rate of the reaction depends on concentration of the tertiary alkyl halide. So this is called SN1 reaction. Rate of reaction directly proportional to concentration of tertiary alkyl halide. Why it depends on concentration of the tertiary alkyl halide? When tertiary alkyl halide lose the X minus ion, then only OH minus ion attacks and form the racemic mixture. That's why the rate of the reaction depends on concentration of the alkyl halides only. This is the one more topic, SN1 reaction in chiral tertiary alkyl halides. Then in continuation we will see the SN2 reaction. Okay, in continuation, okay, we will see the SN2 reaction. SN2 means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. SN2, 2 means bimolecular. Okay, N means nucleophilic. S means substitution. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, here bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, SN2. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. These bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions are mainly observed in primary alkyl halides or methyl halides. Methyl halides. This is proceeds through transition state, penta-coordinated transition state. This reaction proceeds through penta-coordinated transition state. Okay, the reactivity of SN2 reaction toward the reactivity of alkyl halides toward the SN2 reaction. Okay, methyl chloride is more reactive than primary, than secondary, than tertiary. Okay, the transition state, here the transition state is unstable, penta-coordinated transition state. Okay, and here, non-polar solvents are suitable for the SN2 reaction. Non-polar solvents are mainly suitable for the SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, inversion product was formed. Inversion. Okay, in last videos we discussed about the inversion product. Okay, the reactant and product both are having different configurations. So that product is that system we called as a inversion system. Okay, here see the one SN2 reaction. Okay. Alkaline hydrolysis of chiral methyl chloride. Okay, you take the chiral methyl chloride. Chiral methyl chloride means Okay, here you take the H, here you take the D, and here you take the T, here you take the Cl. T means tritium, D means deuterium, H means hydrogen. Okay, carbon, this carbon attached to 4 different groups. Okay, 4 different groups. Instead of T, if you use R also, okay, T or both will be same. R means alkyl, then it becomes primary. Okay, T means tritium, it also primary. When this molecule reacts with aqueous potassium hydroxide, it loses, okay, here KCl molecule, potassium chloride molecule, and form the here R or T, here D, here H, and here OH. Okay, we'll get the primary alcohol or methyl alcohol. This is primary alcohol or methyl alcohol. What is the SN2 reaction here? When methyl chloride or primary alkyl halide reacts with aqueous potassium hydroxide, forms primary alcohol or methyl alcohol with the inversion configuration. Inversion configuration. Okay, inversion configuration means here Cl is removed from the right side, here OH is present at left side. This is called inversion product. And this product first explained by Walden. So we called as Walden inversion product. This we called as Walden inversion product. Which product is formed here? Walden inversion product was formed. Okay, see the mechanism for this reaction. Okay, first step. Step 1. What is the step 1? Same. Potassium hydroxide here dissociates Ka plus and OH minus. Here OH minus ion is nucleophile. Here OH minus ion is nucleophile. And step 2. Okay, what is the step 2? See here, tritium, deuterium, hydrogen, Cl. Then if we lose Cl minus, form the primary carbonium ion or methyl carbonium ion. Methyl carbonium ion is unstable, very unstable. So it doesn't lose the chloride ion. Okay, instead of losing of chloride ion, just it removes from the chlorine, it removes from the carbon, and it removes from the carbon in different way. See, when OH minus ion attacks from back side of carbon, then chloride ion lose from the front side of the carbon. This system appeared like this: carbon here, okay, hydrogen here, okay, here D is there, here T or R. Okay, when OH minus ion reached towards the carbon from the back side, then chloride ion removes from the carbon system. Okay, this is appeared as one transition state, and in this transition state, carbon has 5 atoms. Carbon attached to the 5 atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we called as pentacoordinated transition state. This is the unstable transition state, and this pentacoordinated transition state unstable, so it loses Cl minus and form the primary alcohol. This is the one simple SN2 reaction. What is the SN2 reaction? When alkaline hydrols of primary alkyl halides or methyl chloride form the primary alcohol or methyl alcohol with the inversion. Okay, first step. Okay, the mechanism for this SN2 reaction involves in 2 steps. Step 1, step 2. First step, KOH dissociates into K plus and OH minus. It's a nucleophile. In second step, OH instead of losing of Cl minus ion, chloride ion, OH minus ion attacks from back side of the carbon. Why it attacks from back side of the carbon? Okay, chloride ion is bulky group. If it lose okay, chloride ion will get the methyl carbonium ion or primary carbonium ion. Primary carbonium ion or methyl carbonium ion is okay very less stable. So here we'll get the transition state. What is the name of transition state? Here penta-coordinated transition state. This transition state is unstable and releases Cl minus and removes Cl minus and form the inversion product. Okay, this is about the SN2 reaction. Then in continuation, we'll discuss about the differences between SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. Differences between SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. What is the SN1 reaction? Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. What is the SN2 reaction? Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Differences is important question. Differences between SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay, here we have to take the SN1 and here to take the SN2. First one, SN1 means unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, it is a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. It is mainly observed in tertiary alkyl halides. It is mainly observed in primary alkyl halide or methyl alkyl halide. Okay, the reactivity of alkyl halide towards the SN1, tertiary is more than the secondary is more than the primary is more than the methyl chloride. Here methyl chloride is more than the primary is more than the secondary is more than the tertiary, and here it is proceeds through stable tertiary carbocation. Stable tertiary carbocation. It is proceeds through okay penta-coordinated transition state. Penta-coordinated transition state. Okay, and here okay, here if you take chiral carbon atom, we'll get the racemic mixture as a product. Okay, if you take a chiral carbon molecule, a chiral tertiary alkyl halide, we'll get the retention product. Okay, here if you take a chiral or chiral, we'll get only Walden inversion product. Walden inversion product. Here rate of reaction directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halide. Here rate of reaction depends on concentration of alkyl halide and okay here nucleophile. Depends on both the concentration of alkyl halide and nucleophile. Both are having same concentration, then both are involved in at a time and form the SN2 product. Okay, here polar solvents are okay suitable for the SN2 reaction. Non-polar solvents are suitable for the SN2 reaction. Polar solvents means water, okay, like that. Non-polar solvents means benzene, toluene, ether. All these are the best example for non-polar solvents. This is about the differences between SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay, what are the differences between SN1 and SN2? Unimolecular, it's a bimolecular, it is absorbed in tertiary, it is absorbed in methyl chloride or primary. Okay, reactivity, tertiary is more, here methyl chloride or primary is more. It proceeds through tertiary carbocation, it proceeds through penta-coordinated transition state. Okay, here racemic mixture or retention product was formed. Here Walden inversion product was formed. Rate of the reaction depends on concentration of alkyl halide. Rate of the reaction depends on concentration of alkyl halide and nucleophile. SN polar solvents like water, okay, acetic acid suitable for the SN1, and non-polar solvent like benzene, ether, toluene are the suitable for the SN2 reaction. These are the differences between SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay, this is about the one nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, nucleophilic substitution reactions are two types: SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction. From these two reactions, okay, Karnataka PU, second PU, one of the one long question compulsory from these two topics. Next, second chemical property of haloalkanes and haloarenes is reaction with metals. Reaction with metals. First reaction is reaction with magnesium. Reaction with magnesium. When alkyl halide reacts with magnesium in presence of dry ether, forms RMgX. Alkyl magnesium halide. The alkyl magnesium halides are also called as Grignard reagent. The alkyl magnesium halide also be called as Grignard reagent. Okay, what is the reaction? When alkyl halide reacts with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, forms RMgX. RMgX means alkyl magnesium halide, be called as Grignard reagent. For example, you take methyl chloride reacts with magnesium in presence of dry ether, forms methyl magnesium chloride. Methyl magnesium chloride is the one of the best example for the Grignard reagent. Okay, here one simple reaction is there. When Grignard reagent reacts with the water, what happens? Here OH, here NgCl lose in the form of magnesium chlorohydroxide and forms methane. This is the one important reaction. Okay, here methane was produced. That means Grignard reagent is used for the preparation of the so many organic compounds like alcohols, carboxylic acids, amines and hydrocarbons. This is the one important reaction with magnesium. Then second reaction with lead. When Grignard reagent, suppose for example, you take ethyl chloride, 4 moles of ethyl chloride reacts with lead and forms tetraethyl lead. We called tetraethyl lead. Okay, tetraethyl lead is used as anti-knocking agents in different fuels. This is the one reaction with lead. When ethyl chloride reacts with the lead and form the here tetraethyl lead. Tetraethyl lead is used as anti-knocking agent. It is used as anti-knocking agent. Then here reaction with sodium is the important reaction. Okay, this is called Wurtz reaction. When alkyl halide, take 2 moles of alkyl halide and reacts with 2 moles of sodium. This is a 1 mole alkyl halide. Here 1 mole alkyl halide reacts with sodium in the presence of dry ether. Okay, in the presence of dry ether, what happened? It loses NaX. 2 moles of NaX. It loses 2 moles of NaX and form RR, we called as alkane. Okay, you take 2 moles of methyl chloride, same reaction, take 2 moles of methyl chloride, in presence of dry ether, it lose 2 moles of sodium chloride and form the higher alkanes. This reaction was used for the preparation of the higher alkanes. Okay, if you take 2 moles of ethyl chloride, 2 moles of ethyl chloride in the presence of dry ether forms, okay, here it lose 2 moles of sodium chloride and forms C4H10, which is called butane. Okay, here what is the Wurtz reaction? 2 moles of alkyl halide reaction with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether forms higher alkanes. Okay, this is the one Wurtz reaction. And here Wurtz type of reactions. We'll see the Wurtz type of reaction with the different names and with the different products and different reactants. Okay, Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Okay, Wurtz-Fittig reaction. What is the Wurtz-Fittig reaction? Okay, here take alkyl halide, same sodium metal. Okay, here instead of one more alkyl halide, you take the halobenzene. You take here halobenzene. What happened? Same reaction. It loses sodium chloride molecule. Okay, it loses sodium chloride molecule in the presence of dry ether. Same here, sodium chloride, and forms alkyl benzene. This is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Suppose when methyl chloride reacts with 2 moles of sodium, here chlorobenzene, dry ether, and forms toluene. This is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. When methyl chloride and chlorobenzene reaction with 2 moles of sodium in the presence of dry ether form the toluene. This is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Then in continuation we will see the Fittig reaction. What is the Fittig reaction? Okay, here 2 moles of chlorobenzene. Take, like I am writing like this. This is the chlorobenzene. Sodium here. Take 2 moles of chlorobenzene. Okay, in presence of dry ether. What happened? Here also lost sodium chloride and forms biphenyl. It is we called as biphenyl. Okay, we called as biphenyl. This is called Fittig reaction. What is the Fittig reaction? 2 moles of chlorobenzene reacts with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether will get the biphenyl. We called as Fittig reaction. Okay, we called as Fittig reaction. Next, Franklin reaction. What is the Franklin reaction? Same reaction, but instead of sodium, here we are using zinc. Take 2 moles of alkyl halide. This is the one alkyl halide. Any type of alkyl halide. Okay, it lose zinc halide. Okay, it lose zinc halide ZnX2 and forms alkane. Or take 2 moles of methyl chloride reaction with zinc Okay, it loses here zinc chloride and forms alkane. This is we called as Franklin reaction. Wood reaction, Fittig reaction, and Franklin reaction with magnesium. Okay, all these are the important chemical properties of alkyl halide. One more chemical property is there, elimination reaction. We'll see in continuation. Thank you.